Last year, our church had a season of prayer and fasting. Our church came up with this passion to want to get our hands dirty involved in the life of our community.
The Western suburbs are an area where there's lower socio-economic region demographics, and there's lots of people who are in situations where they feel very vulnerable.
Local pastors got together and had the idea of doing the Christmas carols together. That was sort of birthed out of a desire to make something more accessible, but also not something already pre-existing or run by a bigger organisation.
I think with COVID, things changed. We had 2 meals. We stopped and started quite a few times through lockdown, and then we found that people weren't coming.
One of the ministries I'm really excited about is Love the City campaign, where we're partnering with different organisations, practically helping them by cleaning their properties, washing their windows, cleaning their gutters, things like that.
I can really see God's hand in shaping our hearts towards a deeper maturity and a deeper love for others through a really practical way to serve.
One of the things we've been raising money for recently has been this extraordinary organisation that seeks to support people with vulnerable pregnancies. A youth group did a fundraiser for them last year. We also had a big fitness fundraiser this year. But as this goes along, I want to see us start to volunteer with them, and maybe even longer term to actually set up our own sort of hub. That would be very exciting for us.
People heard the music, walked out of their homes and came and joined us. They heard the gospel proclaimed clearly and boldly. Something that I was really excited by and got to see firsthand and up front were our Auslan translators, 2 girls who had nothing to do with church in the past, had to learn some words from Christmas carols that they'd never learned before, like quite gospel-rich words, which was great to witness.
I feel God's put me in a place to be a loving shepherd to these guys that I work with on the street. Yeah, the blessings I'm finding with the van, it's so flexible. I find that we can move the van and go wherever. We can find where people are and take it to where they are. We provide a hot meal, basic essentials like cereal, other meals, all the things which they could have.
My prayer is that the members of City on a Hill can join in that journey of working alongside vulnerable people. I think that time of community is the biggest treasure. I
would love to see more and more people show the love of Jesus to people by practically helping them when we can.
I think my dream, my vision for City on a Hill West is for us to be a family, really serving our Father in heaven together, a family that embraces those who are vulnerable, who are on the outside, who have no other home. I want us to be a home, and if we can do that for the most vulnerable in our communities, that's wonderful.
It was an incredible opportunity, saw God work in really great ways, so bringing that community around and the unity that it birthed continued to have implications for our church, being excited about the opportunity for this year and even the other opportunities for working with these churches with other initiatives.
Part of our vision for Many Rooms is to have our own place where we could go out and do 7 days a week and 3 meals a day. I would love to have a midweek church service which we could run for them, take the message out to those on the street.